What happens if a chain smoker quits smoking suddenly? The cardiologist's face told me everything before he spoke, his brow furrowed as he studied the readout, then looked at me with that expression doctors reserve for patients slowly poisoning themselves. Your heart rate is dangerously high, he said, pointing at the monitor showing 140 beats per minute. How much coffee do you drink? I wanted to laugh. Coffee was amateur hour compared to what I'd been pumping into my system. I'd been downing energy drinks like water for 3 years. 5, sometimes 6 cans daily, starting before my shower and ending during late-night emails. The progression was gradual. First, one to survive morning meetings, then another at lunch when sluggishness hit. Before I knew it, my desk drawer looked like a convenience store cooler. Coworkers called me the machine, because I never seemed to crash. While they dragged through 3 p.m. slumps, I fired on all cylinders, cranking out reports with manic enthusiasm. They'd joke about my superhuman productivity, asking for my secret. I'd smile and crack open another can. What they didn't see was me hiding in bathroom stalls, hands shaking like autumn leaves, heart pounding like a trapped hummingbird. They didn't see the 2 a.m. panic attacks, sweaty sheets, or how I'd check my pulse obsessively, convinced something was wrong, but too proud to admit the cause. Standing in my kitchen after the doctor's visit, I stared at the mini fridge packed with neon cans. 24 varieties lined the shelves like colorful soldiers. My wife Sarah watched from the doorway, arms crossed. "You're really doing this?" she asked, doubt threading through her voice. We both knew my track record with quitting. "This time is different," I said, though the words felt hollow. Day 1 felt like dying slowly. I dumped every can down the sink dramatically, but by 10 a.m., the headache hit like a sledgehammer. The world took on a fuzzy quality, like someone had adjusted reality's focus. By noon, I was snapping at everyone. Day 2 was worse. I couldn't focus for 30 seconds. Words on my screen swam like fish. During a client meeting, I forgot Jim Morrison's name 3 times. Not the Doors singer, but our biggest client. I excused myself and dry-heaved in the parking lot while he watched through the conference room window. Day 3 brought real hell. Every muscle ached like I'd been hit by a truck. Sarah found me on the couch at 2 p.m. in yesterday's wrinkled clothes. "Maybe you should see someone," she whispered. "This doesn't seem normal." Day 4, I couldn't get out of bed. The fatigue was crushing, like gravity had tripled. Sarah called in sick for me, making excuses about food poisoning. I spent 14 hours staring at the ceiling, watching shadows move across paint. By day 5, something shifted. The headaches dulled to manageable instead of ice pick sharp. I managed to shower, letting hot water run over my shoulders for 20 minutes. Small victory, but it felt huge. Day 7 was the breakthrough. I woke before my alarm naturally, without jarring artificial alertness. No jitters, no electricity coursing through my veins, just calm, steady awareness. Sarah noticed immediately. "You look different," she said, studying my face like seeing me clearly for the first time in years. 6 months later, I sleep through nights without cold sweats. My resting heart rate dropped to 68, and the doctor called my blood pressure improvement remarkable. But the biggest change wasn't physical. My anxiety practically disappeared. Those panic attacks I'd blamed on work stress, the constant feeling of being chased by invisible deadlines, gone. Sarah says I'm a different person, more patient with her stories, more present during conversations instead of mentally composing tomorrow's to-do list. Cravings still hit sometimes, especially during deadline weeks, but they pass like weather systems. Energy drinks had promised to fuel my life, make me productive. Turns out they were slowly draining everything that actually mattered. Now I have something I'd forgotten existed: natural energy without crashes, and the strange, wonderful sensation of feeling truly awake.